Isaac Bennell, goalie.
Luke Fagan, defense. Blake Hoffer, forward. Teddy McCurlis, offense. Ryan Mulvey, defense.
Jonah Weiss, forward.
Charlie Preston, forward.
Graham Vanderplug, forward. Anthony Pinto, defense.
Owen Cosmere, forward.
Asher Vanderplug, forward.
Jackson Ventura, offense.
Alex Tutai, offense.
Thomas Preston, goalie.
Charlie Tubuchanek, offense.
Declan Quinn, defense. Braden Mendoza, defense.
Will Fagan, defense.
Zach Boris, offense.
Daniel Sokol, forward.
Welcome everybody to the South Hockey Network, live on YouTube, live from the Glenview Community Ice Center. We've got a big one tonight between the #1 and #2 team in the state of Illinois, Glenbrook South and St. Viator going at it. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. We thank Glenview Bank and Trust for being our presenting sponsor all season long and making these broadcasts possible. Alongside Jason Weiss, our scoreboard operator, and Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name is Dylan Ward, and I'm joined alongside my cousin, Tommy Maher, coming in for the 3rd time on the South Hockey Network ever. Tommy, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored.
So the warm-ups have expired. The last time you were here with me, it was the Titans versus St. Viator, and it just so happens to be again. That one, the Titans dropped 6-3. The Titans have a 0-2 record when you come broadcast games with me, so they're looking for their first win with you in the booth.
Yeah, right. Hopefully something changes today.
So the warm-up has expired. St. Viator, #2, team in the state of Illinois, 7-3-0 SHL record, an 11-5-1 overall season record. They had a 2-game winning streak, but they lost their last game to the York Dukes 4-2. As for the Titans, 6-2-1 in the SHL season, 11-3-1 overall. They're looking to make it a 3-game winning streak if they can pick up 2 points in this one. They have picked up points in 4 of their last 4 games. So 17 minutes go on the clock. Tommy, you are also an alumni of Glenbrook South like me.
Right.
You played baseball, and you went on to go pitch Division III baseball at St. Norbert's College. So you know what it's like to, not hockey, but play a sport at Glenbrook South.
Yeah, I played hockey growing up all the time. My dad used to build ice rinks in the backyard. I love watching it, love being a part of it. And, you know, we weren't that good when I was there, but this is new to me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think we had 5 wins in my senior year at Glenbrook South Hockey. So the team's come a long way and currently sit as the #1 team on my hockey ranking. St. Viator, the #2 team. This is the first of 3 meetings this SHL season and the first time these 2 teams have met on the overall year. Looks like it'll be Joey Sclafini starting for St. Viator and Tim Benz and company. He's not their #1 goaltender. That's Calder Turpin, but in 2 games for Sclafini, a 1-1 record, a 2.00 goals allowed average, and an 8.89 save percentage. On the other side of things, it's Thomas Preston. He was a freshman last year when you were here with me, Tom. Now a sophomore, and he's been the star of this team, maybe even the MVP. 6-2-1 record in SHL play, a 177 goals allowed average, and a 938 save percentage. 2 shutouts as well so far.
Yeah, I think the last game, if I saw correctly, he had 27 saves on 28 shots. I mean, this kid's just a stud. I mean, seems like he's going to play. Starting as a freshman, you know, he's doing the same thing year after year.
27 saves on 28 shots, Tommy, against New Trier Green as well in the Titans last game, who are 3-time state champions 3 years in a row. We're underway here at Glenview Ice Center as the Titans dump it down. Glenbrook South wearing blue and gold. St. Viator wearing white and blue. Pepe LeBoy III dumps it in down the right wing side. Preston settles it down for the captain, Ryan Mulvey. Mulvey's been on this team for 4 years, plays it off the board, gives it up to LeBoy, but it goes right to the stick of Alex Tutai as he lifts it out to neutral ice. Cosmeter gloves it in. And first to it is Hong. Hong off the end boards. Wasn't trying to go right to his goaltender, but it does. Sclafini leaves it. Alex Tutai takes it behind the goal line. St. Viator just gets the high glass, or maybe not. They'll rule it to have gone out of play and stop the game with 16-16 to go in the first. Just getting started here.
I got to be honest, St. Viator is coming out with a little more fire right now. They were ready on the ice, ready to go. Seems like they got a little more pep in their step right now, but you know, we'll see if things come around.
Third game for St. Viator in a stretch of 5 consecutive road games. And listen, they might be playing the #1 team in Glenbrook South, but they're the #2 team. This is a very winnable game for them, and it could go either way. We hope the Titans can pull it out, but here comes a 2-on-1. Colpins tried to center it. Here's a backhand shot by Newhouse. Just went wide of the net. No save credited to Thomas Preston. Ciccone now in front. Colpins another try, and they score. It bounces in off the rebound, and St. Viator strikes first.
Like I said, they seem like they came out with a little more fire, ready to go. When it comes to games like this, when you're the 2 seed against the 1 seed, you kind of have a little more motivation, I guess, to prove your worth in a game like this. You know, if nothing's given to you, you got to earn that spot, and you got to show you're the better team.
So 1 goal on 1 shot on goal for the Lions. And 1 minute and 1 second in, they have taken the lead. St. Viator, when they score first, a perfect 5-0-0 record so far in SHL play. We'll see if the Titans can come back when they allow the first goal, a 2-2 record, so they have done it twice, including in their last game. They went down 1-0 to New Trier, scored 3 unanswered to win the game 3-1. Preston dumps it in, goes to the far side corner for Ventura, and played out of the zone by the Lions. A nice student section watches on to our left for Glenbrook South as Mendoza shoots, going wide, but into the glove anyway of Joey Sclafini. They'll give him a shot on goal there. 15:20 to go in the first. The goal for St. Viator goes to Matthew Ciccone. It's his 4th goal and 8th point of SHL play, assisted by John Colpins and Colton Newhouse. Dylan Ward, Tommy Maher, happy to have you with us on this Wednesday night in Glenview.
Beautiful night.
Really was. Started to feel like hockey weather for a little bit there last week, but
yeah,
just 2 beautiful days in a row here in the Chicagoland area. Backhand shot by Tubuchanik in the low slot, and that goes wide of Sclafini. Now played out to the neutral zone. Hong brings it across. Pardon me, that's Koenig. It gets taken away by Asher Vanderplug. Now Braden Mendoza up to Graham Vanderplug. Backhand pass out to Tubuchanik. Up to Asher Vanderplug. Nice touch pass to Mulvey, but they'll get him just offside. So I think that was the right call.
Would this be their first time playing each other since last year when we announced last game?
No, they did play each other one more time that year in January, I believe.
And what was the result?
Tommy, I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I know a lot about Glenbrook South hockey, but there's some things that leave my brain. So we get back underway. Neutral zone faceoff is taken by the Titans. Dumped in. Sent out to the neutral zone, Zach Boris. Taken away by the Lions as they come into the zone. Nice stick by Mendoza. Out to Tubuchanik. Goes off the skate of Popiel. And that allows Boris some space into the zone. Takes a shot. Big rebound waiting there for Graham Vanderplug, but just couldn't fire that one off. Now Boris gets it again. Vanderplug taken back by Popiel of the Lions. They can't clear the zone. Fagan tried to glove it down. Now it will come out to neutral ice. Battle for the puck along the boards near the GBS bench. Bear leaves it. Here's a shot. They score. It's Stefan. Somehow that one beats Preston. And the Lions have 2 goals on 2 shots less than 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're putting a lot of pressure on. It's been mostly on their side, and it seems like every time the puck is down in South Zone, there's 5 guys in the area, you know, making plays. Every time the puck's been on the other side, it seems like there's a couple guys coming from behind late. It's not the same kind of pressure they're putting on the goalie.
So Mason Stefan, who only has 1 assist so far this SHL season, gets his first goal of the year. Looks like we have a black screen on our broadcast. Not sure of the reason for that. I'll get to work as soon as we can with that. Gerard Boris in the lab trying to fix that, but meanwhile we'll call it radio style as it's inside GBS's territory. Attacking zone, I should say. Pukala gets it out to Ryan Loftus, the captain. He's taken down. Vanderploeg keeps it alive at the blue line, but they'll call a penalty on Vanderploeg for taking down Ryan Loftus. So that'll send St. Viator to the power play if they don't have enough momentum already.
Right, it's, like I said, it's all momentum in this game, and it seems like St. Viator's coming out with that heat. But
pardon me, that's Cosmeter going to the box, not Vanderploeg.
Plenty of time left.
Looks like we're back on here. Newhouse on the power play for the Lions. Up to Hong. He takes a shot. Glove save. Or actually a pad save made by Preston as he kicks it to the far side corner. Will Fagan backhands that one out. We apologize for any technical difficulties here. Looks like we've got it fixed. Not sure if you caught the penalty, but Owen Cosmeter goes to the box for hooking. And Viator goes to the power play. All penalty kills for the Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. Here's Newhouse centering it. Loose puck in the slot. Kolpins now down to the far side corner. Rings it around the boards. Comes back up high to Newhouse. Will Fagan gets his stick in the way and chips it out to the neutral zone. And look out in the Titan bench as that one slapped in. Halfway through the kill for the Glenbrook South Titans.
They're doing well on the power play kill right now. Good defense. Everyone's, staying on their guys. So this is an improvement from what we've seen thus far.
81.5% on the year, killing penalties. It's 4th best in the SHL. Going up against a 22.6% power play for St. Viator, but a quick clear there draws some stick taps from the Titan bench. And it's taken by Connor Sibitroff. Veteran of this team, number 54. He leaves it for another vet. Ryan Loftus, 3-year varsity skater, now in his senior campaign. Loftus, behind the goal line, comes to the near side. Now back up high for Sibitroff. He shoots, deflected, but never hit the net. Koenig got to stick to it. Now LeBoy. Up to Sibitroff. Tapping his stick is Loftus. He's got it. Right circle. Fires a shot. That one blocked and sent to the near side corner. Now up to Sibitroff again. Over to Loftus. He shoots, and they score. Took a deflection on its way. Off the stick of Ryan Loftus. We'll see if he gets credit. But the power play converts for St. Viator, and they lead 3-0.
They seem like they came out ready to play and had something to prove when they came on the ice. But, there's plenty of time. I'm not really worried about it.
Ryan Loftus leads the team in points. Came in tonight with 14 in 10 games played, 7 goals, 7 assists. And this should give us a look. Maybe Koenig gets a piece of, no, he points to Ryan Loftus immediately. You see number 28 in front of the net. He points back to number 14 to say, hey, that's your goal.
Bigger guy can definitely screen the goalie a lot better with that size.
Still a lot of time in this game. Just a really tough start for the Titans. 3 goals on 5 shots. Bear will fire it in. Near side corner. It's battled for. Blake Hoffer digging it out. Pardon me, that's Luke Fagan instead of Hoffer. But now Prito. Stefan shoots. Looking for the 5-hole of Preston. Couldn't find it. Weiss goes over to Anthony Pinto. He was the hero last time the Titans played here at the Glenview Ice Center. Luke Fagan sending it down to Weiss. Jonah Weiss, nice centering pass. Ventura's shot gets blocked by Hogan. Now comes back up high. Pinto takes a slap shot. Wouldn't go. Preston on the rebound. Wouldn't go either as the net comes off its moorings to stop play.
They're moving in the right direction, getting shots on net. I mean, that was a bar down shot, correct? It hit the crossbar and just missed, right?
I think it might have. There's that block on Jackson Ventura. Got a pro tip for you, Tom. You do want. Just lifted the mic up. Tommy Maher in the booth with me. Dylan Ward, happy to have you with us for this Glenbrook South versus St. Viator hockey game. Top 2 teams in the state going at it. And so far, the number 2 team is making a case for number 1.
I'm feeling a comeback here. I feel like this is going to be a tight game in the end. I think those 3 goals kind of woke GBS up. And I think they're going to come back here and make it a tight game.
Hoffer, McCrulis, and Boris out there. Face-off taken by the Lions and sent out to the neutral zone. Now just offside, a man's taken down. Will they call a penalty? Doesn't look like it, just offside. 3-0 Lions. The goals by Ryan Loftus, Mason Stepan, and Matthew Ciccone. Loftus' goal came on the man advantage. And the St. Viator bench going palms up. I don't see their usual head coach Tim Benz behind the bench. I do see his brother Chris. As St. Viator takes the face-off in the neutral zone. Ciccone up to Lee, who tips it in. Taken back by the Titans, a pass out to the neutral zone. Ventura leaves it for Jonah Weiss. Weiss over the line, dropped it off Ventura, shot it, save, rebound. Preston is looking for a chance off the pad save. The puck too high in the air. Down near side corner, grabbed by Loftus. Pardon me, that's Ciccone for the Lions. As he knocks it in, Mendoza looking to win the battle along the near side boards. Now Weiss comes and bails him out. Backhands it to the far side corner for Will Fagan. Fagan out to Weiss. Tap it along to Preston, who fires it in. Titans make a change. Alex Tutai comes on. He'll fire it back in, allowing all 5 guys to get back. As it's sent out and back down to the Titans D zone. Mulvey over to Pinto, out to neutral ice, given up to Newhouse as he comes over the line. Colton Newhouse centers it. Deflects right to the stick of Owen Cosmeter. Cosmeter over the line, just offside. And the Titans with another unforced error will have to take the draw back in neutral ice. 9:22 to go in the first.
GBS seems like they're really, getting their chemistry pretty quickly right after, that slow start. But it seems like they're jumping right back into things, usual programming, and getting that chemistry back a little bit. You can kind of see it forming slowly but surely. And I think that kind of woke them up. Like I said, I think they're ready to play now.
In the grand scheme of things, 3 goals is a pretty solid lead, but it's not the most secure in hockey. Philadelphia Flyers had a 3-0 lead over the Canadiens last night. Montreal came back to lead that one 4-2, before the Flyers eventually won in a shootout anyway. There's a shot. That one's blocked at the point by Koenig. Now Popule helps it out to the neutral zone. Pinto to the near side. There's Blake Hoffer, number 8 for the Titans. Committed to University of Illinois, left-handed pitcher. Back down into the Titan zone. Backhanded ahead to Blake Hoffer. Now McCrulis over the line. He'll send it in right wing side. Popule takes it back. McCrulis gets it back. McCrulis back up to the captain, Ryan Mulvey. Takes a shot. That one's stopped by Sclafini. Hoffer turns around, fires on the rebound, and a pad save made by Sclafini again. Hoffer up high, takes a shot, and another glove save made by Joey Sclafini. 7 for 7 so far on Glenbrook South shots.
Yeah, as long as they keep putting shots up, it seems like they're getting a lot more shots on net now. Eventually one of these is bound to go in. Keep the puck out of their side. Keep doing what they're doing right now. It seems like it's working.
That's a nice glove save to draw the whistle. This goal cam should give us a good look at it. Through a screen and able to grab that one to stop play. We're back underway. Will Fagan to Tutai. He takes a shot. That one's blocked by Tommy Speck. And LeBoy looks to clear the zone. Vanderploeg keeps it alive, takes a shot deflected just wide by Owen Cosmeter. Now Tutai, near side corner. Battle for the puck along the boards. And it's taken back by Ryan Loftus. Backhand pass out to Civitroth. Civitroth, the puck just escapes his stick. And it's gained back by St. Viator just for a moment. Vanderploeg plays it out to the neutral zone, dumped right back in by Hogan. Love down by Luke Fagan, and he'll backhand it in. Titans leading in shots on goal, 7-5, but trailing the game 3-0. Here's a long pass out to the neutral zone, just out of the reach of Civitroth. Nice stick by Will Fagan as well to prevent a scoring opportunity. Speck fires a shot. That one's blocked by Fagan. Loftus backhands it down low to Pepe LeBoy. LeBoy turns around, sends it to the slot. Loftus keeps it in off the Titan clearing attempt. Ryan Loftus finds a wide open man who takes a shot. That was Michael Ciccone, but it goes wide of the net. Now LeBoy keeps it alive. Ciccone again. Another one blocked by Luke Fagan. Now behind the net, Will Fagan. The two twin brothers out there on the same defensive pairing. Take a lap behind his own net. Send it out to neutral ice where it's backhanded in once again. Owen Cosmeter can't play it off the far boards. Sent out to the neutral zone again. Given up to Bear. Cameron Bear centers at Stefan. But it goes right back to the Titans. They might have a 3-on-2. Charlie Preston over the line, right wing side. Gets around Ciccone, centers it. Nobody there to help him out. And an easy clear for Viator. Titans lead shots 7-5, but certainly being outplayed so far in the early going. Already down to 6 to go in the first period.
Yeah, it seems like every time they get a breakaway or someone gets the puck in their side of the net or the ice, they do a line change instead of, putting the pressure on. I've noticed that every time. And Viator's doing the complete opposite. All 5 guys are down there pressuring the goalie, pressuring the defense. It's not happening on the other side, but
some great analysis work by Tommy Maher to my right.
the best.
My cousin. Glad to have you with me in the broadcast booth.
Glad to be here.
Titans could really use one before this first period ends. Sent down by St. Viator, missed a pass, deflected, so no icing. As Mendoza tries to backhand it out. Kept it live centered, Newhouse. Couldn't send one to the net on a backhand. Now Blake Hoffer. Through neutral ice, tips it ahead for himself, gets past Hong. Now he throws it back up high. He was looking for Zach Boris, but it didn't connect. Hoffer, now up to Boris. Backhands it down to the slot, takes a deflection and just misses the net. I believe that hit a skate of one of the St. Viator players. We'll take a look at the replay on that one. But no dice either way for Glenbrook South. Still yet to find a goal here. 12 minutes into the game. Braden Mendoza. On his own end, out to neutral ice, takes a hit, missed his man with a pass. No icing. Not sure why, it looked like a textbook icing to me. Now a man's taken down, that was Boris, and it's gonna draw a penalty and send the Titans to the power play. So they will take it, a much needed chance with a man up. Or no, excuse me. Titans got a penalty there. I was not looking at the play. I saw Boris take a fall, so I thought the power play was going to the Titans, but
the Viator goalie was very smart to recognize that, ran to the bench of it immediately. Very aware.
So the Lions are 1 for 1 on the man advantage already in the early going. All penalty kills on the South Hockey Network are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. And let's see what they can do here on the kill. It was a good kill until they scored. Newhouse, up to Hong, now to Pinto. Up to Hong again, high slot near the Stars logo. Fires a shot, couldn't find its way through a maze of bodies. Now back up to Hong. Near side to Pinto. Lets one go. That hit the top right corner of the net and stayed out. That close to a fourth for the Lions. Hong again fires a shot wide. Newhouse picks it up. Far side corner. Back up to the point. Hong slides it across to Pinto. Top of the left circle, takes a shot. Glove saved by Preston and quick on his own rebound to cover that one up.
That shot was as close as it gets. I mean, we heard that from up here.
I'm excited to see the goal cam highlight of that one. That's square off the corner.
Yeah, they got that big guy in front of the net that keeps screening the goalie. And that is definitely something they're utilizing tonight. And I'm assuming they've been utilizing that quite a bit.
Wow. You see the post, you see the crossbar sometimes, but that was right at the intersection of those two. Loftus with a shot, and he scores. Off the post and in for that one. And Ryan Loftus has his second of the night.
Yeah, like I said, they're using that guy to screen the goalie, and it's completely working. Look at him stand in front of the net. He's taller than the goalie. Goalie's trying to look around him. I mean, they're making it really difficult on the goalie, and it's pretty smart by the coaching staff to utilize that.
Nicholas Koenig. You can see Mulvey trying to get him out of there to prevent that
It's
screen.
almost another guy screening him.
Yeah. Well, okay. The Titans are down 4-0 here in the first period. And Tommy may never come on the broadcast again.
Yeah, I might be bad luck.
Glenbrook South 0-2 so far when you join me on the South Hockey Network.
Well, like I said, I'm feeling a comeback.
Not over yet. LeBoy can't get a shot away. Nice steal by Jackson Ventura. Up to Pinto. Down below the goal line, he leaves it. Nobody home, and LeBoy can't clear it out past Weiss. He fires a shot. Wouldn't go as it got blocked by a diving Jake Pacala. Nice play. Ventura taken away by the Lions. Here's Ryan Loftus already on hat trick watch. This time he goes across for LeBoy, over to Sibitroff, and he had a gaping cage and could not even get a shot attempt off.
That was amazing passing. I mean, they just know where each other are. They're just on the same page right now.
Loftus, LeBoy, Sibitroff, those three longtime Lions, veterans of this team. I know Loftus is a senior. I'm not sure about LeBoy and Sibitroff. Those three have a lot of chemistry. That looked close to offsides. They will not call it. Vanderplug leaves it down low to Ty and covered up by Sclafini as he hangs on for a whistle.
Yeah, their passing they're on the same page. They're finding each other across the ice. We've yet to see that from GBS, but
man,
yeah, I mean, what a connection they got right there. That's a necessary thing to have.
Cosmeter with a shot right off the face-off, and that one is stopped by Sclafini. Thought we might see Calder Turpin tonight. St. Viator with 10 games played in the SHL so far. Calder Turpin has started 8, Sclafini has started 2. But the Lions go with their so-called backup here in this big game versus the #1 team in the state, and it's been working out for them. 9 saves on 9 shots for Sclafini. If you're the Titans, you might want to think about making a goalie change. Thomas Preston has been absolutely lights out as of late. And we talked about his .964 save percentage against New Trier. Shutout against St. Ignatius the game before, but even your best players have off nights. And maybe changing goalies can fire this team up a bit. Asher Vanderplug leaves it. Kolpin's quick to send that one out to neutral ice. Popule. Loved at the blue line. Pass to Newhouse. Had some space, but couldn't hang on to the puck. Now Ciccone gets around one man. Nice move. Takes a shot on Preston, and he makes the save.
Great move. Is there a reason they have they're not starting the regular goalie? Their starting goalie?
Not to my knowledge.
It's good to know you got 2 weapons in the net.
Yeah, this was a nice move. Tried to go Patrick Kane style
Great
there
move.
with the backhand shot. Did not work. But St. Viator is comfortable now. Will Fagan. He's got the puck. Goes to the captain, Mulvey. Mulvey up to Jackson Ventura. He will fire it in. As we get down to 1 minute to go in the first period. Finn Hogan. Up to Cameron Bear. Out to neutral ice. Mulvey finds Weiss waiting at the blue line. He'll fire it in. And Hogan can't fire it out. Blocked by his own man, but now they will touch it out to the neutral zone. Titans don't have to tag up. Weiss quick to bring it back in. He leaves it. But a miscue there. As he thought Hoffer was right behind him. Now Stefan gets around Mulvey. Takes a shot, going for the 5-hole. And going for his second of the game and the season. But unable to beat Preston.
Like I said, it just seems like they're not on the same page right now. Their passes are going nowhere, to no man's land. I mean, there's not a guy there wherever they're trying to look.
Ryan Mulvey sends it in. Zach Boris plays it off the boards. Now McCrulis up high, nobody there to grab the puck. And that'll do it for the first period. Did not go the way the Titans hoped it would, but the good news, Tommy, is there is still 34 minutes to go in this one, and you never know in this sport.
If they score 4 goals in 1 period, we can do it in 2.
All right, so they'll talk things over at the bench. We'll take a brief timeout here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Second period coming right up. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Second period just about to start. My name's Dylan Ward alongside Tommy Maher, who will be back in the booth momentarily. GBS down 4-0. In spite of the shots being even through 17 minutes, 9-9, the team switched sides. GBS in blue and gold now go from right to left, and St. Viator in white go from left to right. The Lions, a record of 4-1-0 when leading after the first period. The Titans with a 1-2-0 record when trailing after the first period. But most of those instances are not by a 4-goal margin. Civitroth gets it ahead for Loftus. He's over the line, takes a shot, and he scores for the hat trick. And it is 5-0 St. Viator as he gets his third of the game. Preston's been beaten 5-hole a couple times tonight. Actually, not sure if that one goes 5-hole or not. And the Glenbrook South Titan fans are stunned here at Glenview Ice Center. Blake Hoffer takes this one away. No running clock with the 5-goal differential until the third period, so it will still be stop time as the Titans look to make it a 4-goal differential or less. Here comes Newhouse. Over the line, left wing side, takes a shot, save, rebound, and what a save made by Preston as he gobbled that one up to keep it a 5-goal game. Brian Loftus joins Matthew Ciccone, George Knight, Jason Pashenko, and Carter Savage as the 5th player to get a hat trick in the SHL so far this season, as he scores his 8th, 9th, and 10th goals of the campaign here in this one. Still waiting on Tommy Maher. Not sure where he ran off to, but this is Dylan Ward alongside Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Jason Weiss, our scoreboard operator. This one sent down, goes right on net, and there he is. Throws the headset back on. Tommy, you missed another goal by St. Viator, and it was Ryan Loftus for the hat trick.
Duty calls, but wow, another one?
Duty calls, man. Understandable. Ventura off the near glass and down. Speck first to it. As it goes to Tubuchanik, backhanding that one deep. I was explaining to the people watching at home, there is a rule in SHL play that a game will have a running clock with a 5-goal differential in the third period only. And when there's a 5-goal differential after 2 periods, the coaches can mutually agree to not have the Zamboni intermission and just play through it. So we'll see, but we're hoping that's not going to be a problem for the Titans.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, if they could score this many goals in one period, why can't we? So
that's exactly right.
You never know.
I mean, a lead is never safe until halfway through the game, because you could always make the argument, if they scored X amount of goals in the first half, we can score that many in the second.
They really need
the same amount of time
to start this period. That would really help them out and get the momentum going and save them from that 5-goal rule.
I don't know if our friend Sam Schwartz is watching. He would know this. Not sure if there's ever been a 5-goal comeback in the history of the SHL. So why not tonight?
Wow.
Stefan. Well, you think about the Blackhawks currently in their 100th season. They've only come back from 5 goals down 1 time.
Wow.
It's pretty unlikely,
but possible.
No doubt. Vanderplug to Boris as he deflects that one on net, stopped by the blocker of Sclafini. Looked like that one had eyes, but puck luck favoring St. Viator here tonight. A number of their goals were relatively innocent-looking plays, Tommy, and just found their way past the goaltender.
It seems like GBS is coming out a little lazy right now, I'm not going to lie, but they're coming out a little flat. They seem a little tired. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's either now or never they pick it up. A goal right now would change the whole momentum of this game and definitely help out their goalie right now, because their goalie is...
That's a pretty good save by Sclafini on this deflection.
Been a wall in that net tonight.
That one had eyes for the top left corner. No, sir, said Joey Sclafini, who's got a goals allowed average of 2 on the year. through 2 games played. He does have 1 shutout already. And we're fine with using the S word to curse the Viator goaltender. Shutout, of course.
Yeah.
Can't be saying it when GBS has no goals allowed. Tutai over the line, lets one go. Sclafini makes one of his easier saves tonight. And Fagan, backhand pass to Tutai, now Vanderploeg. Asher Vanderploeg, he's got goals in 4 straight games as he tries for 5, but it takes a deflection up and out of play.
You can even see every time they get the puck in Viator zone, the defensemen are in no rush to get down to the zone. It just seems like there's no pressure being put on at all right now. And it just seems like they're not in no rush to get down there. 5-on-5 is way better than 3-on-5 with 2 defensemen coming in last second. You know, it changes the whole dynamic.
Well put, Tommy. The Titans need an answer. Still haven't used their timeout. Ciccone over the line, left wing side, takes down Will Fagan. The Titans could really use as a power play. Here's another rush into the zone, 3-on-4. Hoffer takes a shot from a tough angle left wing side, and it hits the side of the net. Now Hoffer try to touch it back up to Pinto, but Kolpins clears it out. Pinto sends it right back in. You got a Pinto on GBS and a D Pinto on St. Viator. Here's Will Fagan. He's run into. And Jiang Hong will backhand it in.
I feel like GBS needs to pick up some sort of urgency right now.
There comes to a point, Tom, where this game does get out of reach. We have not reached that point yet. And this sport is incredible. Things that can happen in the littlest amount of time.
Referee takes a spill, trying to follow the puck.
Blake Hoffer is run into by Koenig.
Viator's starting to hit.
2 biggest guys on either team right there is Koenig. A reverse hit into Boris. Battle for the puck, 2-on-2 in the corner. Viator wins the battle as they get it back up high to Hogan. Now Lee tips it down low for Koenig. Grab by McCrulis. He'll play it out to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer through neutral ice. He's over the line. He lets one go, and a nice save by Sclafini.
He's been using that glove all night. Might as well be a baseball player.
We've got a couple of chats, including a super chat from KW, $1.99. Dylan Ward and IT Squad, maybe IT Squad, we love you. Mitch Adams coming in, had to let your Uncle Mike know you were both broadcasting tonight. Mike Maher himself responds, I knew, and I'm listening, proud of my nephews.
The legend himself.
Feel free to use our chat feature. Might throw your message up on the big screen for all to see.
Yeah, talk to us.
We love interacting with the folks back at home, especially in a game like this, Tom.
That's right. Shout out to Uncle Mike.
Preston covers this one up. 11:13 to go in the second. South has taken the lead in shots at this point, 13-12. But in a big hole goal-wise.
So at what point do you consider putting in the backup goalie for South?
To be honest with you, I would have already done it.
I think so too.
Probably after the 3-0 goal.
I agree.
Preston still in net. Made 7 saves on 12 shots. You've got the senior Isaac Bennell waiting at the bench in case he's called upon. Has not played in the SHL so far this season. And again, I said it earlier, Preston's been probably the MVP of this Titans season so far. Glenbrook South with only 1.89 goals allowed per game. And just 17 allowed in 9 games for those doing the math at home. As Mulvey takes a shot, that one sizzles wide, but
you gotta
even Tom Brady has his off nights.
You gotta
never
take
know.
advantage of those shots. When you get open shots like that, down 5-0, you need to put it on the net. You cannot be missing that.
Off the skates of LeBoy, the third. Now Weiss tried to backhand it up to the point.
And once
Loftus
again,
in the way.
it's one South player against 5 Viator guys. Where's the rest of the team? Either a line change or there should at least be some sort of pressure. It's like a power play every time it's in their zone.
They've scored on the power play twice already tonight. So if you keep giving them opportunities with a man up.
They need to pressure it when it gets in their zone. It seems like no one's in a rush to get down to their side of the net.
Sivitroth over to Loftus, try to pass across in the skates of Asher Vanderplug. And Will Fagan. Over to Cosmeter, leaves it now a 2-on-1. It's Asher Vanderplug and Blake Hoffer. Vanderplug, he scores!
What a shot. Faked him low, went high. Great shot, much needed momentum. We have a game.
Call it 5 straight games with a goal for Asher Vanderplug. And with 9.5 to go in the second period, this game's far from over. You never know.
That is what woke them up. That's reminding them why they're the #1 seed. Maybe they need a reminder after getting down 5-0. Sometimes you forget that. After a play like that and a shot like that, what a move that was. Maybe it'll wake them up and remind them who the hell they are.
All right, Tom, that was okay. 5-1 the score. In favor of St. Viator. We'll see how they respond. A 2-on-1 with Asher Vanderplug and Blake Hoffer. The 2 top goal scorers on this team. Well, Vanderplug now tied with Hoffer for the top spot with 6.
A little more physicality in this period. A couple more hits going on.
Yeah, I think these boys, it's frustrating when you're down 5-0 in a game that you have been anticipating all day.
Yeah, well, Viator took the first 2 hits. Now South is hitting back a little bit.
Big hit below the goal line. Will Fagan runs into Ciccone. And now Hoffer. Plays it in. Blake Hoffer, left wing side. Back up to the point, Zach Boris sent it to the net. Luke Fagan just tipped that one wide. Down low, the defenseman getting down and dirty, looking for his first goal of the SHL season after 4 in the preseason. Not that time. Now Nick Koenig over the line himself. Koenig with a shot on Preston. He makes the save. Now Blake Hoffer streaking. McCrulis finds him at the blue line, left wing side. He's across. Hoffer centered it. McCrulis couldn't find the puck as he was right there low in the slot. Mulvey, nice kick pass to Boris, soccer style. Here's a shot. That one's tipped wide by McCrulis. Now Hoffer up to Pinto. He'll fire away. That gets blocked. A loud thud off the shin pad of one of the St. Viator Lions. And now they'll backhand it in. Dylan Ward and Tommy Maher with you. We're over halfway through this one. Lunenburg South trailing 5-1, but they do have the most recent goal.
Got some parents mad at the refs.
Welcome to a hockey rink.
Mm-hmm. Or any sport for that matter.
Yeah. There's this one. Boris just couldn't tip that one ahead for a 2-on-1. Tommy, I've mentioned it a couple times, but if you're just joining us, you played varsity baseball at Lunenburg South, and in college, what's the biggest parent crash out you've ever seen at an umpire?
Honestly, I can't remember anything specific. Really, there have been parents who have been kicked out of the game. There was one time an umpire actually ended the game because he warned the parents to stop talking. They didn't, and they called the game and the ump stormed off the field.
Wow.
And actually got in his car and left.
Is that high school or college?
College.
Really?
Yeah. And then we had him actually a couple games later. And no one said a word.
Let me ask you this question. Did your dad ever get into it with one of the umpires?
No. He would say some stuff from, behind the plate maybe. Because at D3, the umps do suck. But that's my opinion as a pitcher. But no, he was never outspoken about anything.
Alex Tutai, now Cosmeter. Owen Cosmeter. Now Vanderplug. Cosmeter with 3 assists in his last game against New Trier Green, including 1 on the empty net. Goal scored by Blake Hoffer. Up to Prado now for the Lions the other way. Puts on the brakes while his teammates change.
Nice hit.
Allows the Titans to grab possession back of the puck. Mendoza across the line. Backhand flips one on net. And Sclafini makes the save. Titans still have not used their timeout. As it stands, we will still have the Zamboni intermission without the 5-goal differential. Vanderplug across the line. Couldn't get that one around Ryan Loftus. Sivitrov now through the neutral zone. Taken away by the Titans. Boris grabs it. Goes over to Hoffer with it, but Hoffer surrounded by 2 Lions. And they'll grab the puck back. Ryan Loftus, who has a hat trick tonight, sends it down for LeBoy.
These Viator players are everywhere. Everywhere the puck is, there's at least 3 players on St. Viator around it. Defense or offense, and that's the difference right now.
Now Blake Hoffer. 2 goals last game. Tried to center it for Boris, but he couldn't connect.
Great opportunity.
Kolpin's the other way. Nice stick there by Luke Fagan. Send that one wide and allow Preston to just watch that one. Now this is off the boards. Hoffer races after it. He's got a partial break. Blake Hoffer tried to pull it to his backhand, but a poke check by the goaltender, or maybe the defender. Now, meanwhile, a 3-on-1. Kolpin's across, and Newhouse couldn't fire one off. Back and forth we go. Here comes Boris. Back over the line. He lets one fly. That's stopped by Sclafini. Now Blake Hoffer throws it up. Luke Fagan just keeps it in. Kolpins makes the block. Goes to the far side. And it's sent out of the zone. Another 2-on-1 perhaps, but a little miscue there, and Blake Hoffer takes it back.
Like I said, everywhere the puck is, there's 3 white jerseys around it every time. Offense, defense, no matter what.
Anthony Pinto from neutral ice. An easy save for Sclafini. He'll elect to play on. We get down to 4 minutes to go in the second. And there's Uncle Mike live in the building to our left here, as I just noticed.
Uncle Mike in the chat and here in person.
That's right. Here's a look at that chance from earlier. Blake Hoffer, nice reception off the boards. And he tries to go backhand here, left-handed shot. And I do think the goaltender gets a stick on it. We'll look at the goal cam. And yeah, that's a great poke check by Joey Sclafini. The quote-unquote backup for the St. Viator Lions.
Quote-unquote.
Yeah, he's had a great game. 18 saves on 19 shots so far. And icing there by the Lions will set up an offensive zone face-off for GBS.
Uncle Mike came by to visit, say a hi. Hello.
3:44 to go in the second period.
Those who don't know, me and Dylan are cousins,
Yep.
and Mike Maher is our uncle.
Yep.
My dad's brother, his mom's brother.
I think at this point with his son, our cousin, of course, Mickey in college, not many of these players or GBS students would know Mickey, but I think a few did from last year.
Yeah, he played Loyola
Yep.
football, just graduated.
Won a state championship. As a matter of fact, 2.
In fact, he did.
Yeah. Something the Titans haven't done since 05. On the hockey, anyway. I'm not sure if they've ever won a state championship in football.
Probably not.
Yeah, we'd probably know about that.
Yeah.
Titans have not made the Final Four in hockey since 2020. And a lot of people thought that that was going to be the team to do it. They were going to play GBN in the semifinals, but then COVID canceled it. Here's Mulvey with a shot, absorbed by Sclafini, and he hangs on. But Titans have been bounced in the Elite 8 every year since then.
Wow. Absorbed. I like that.
We've got a couple more chats. Megan Patterson, let's go GBS. We'd have to agree. KW, AVP, Asher Vanderplug with the goal for GBS.
KW, our biggest fan.
Yeah, $2
Shout out to
donation.
you. Wow, shout out to you.
Yeah, we'll each get 98 cents there.
Got to include the tags.
Now behind the goal line. Hoffer back for the Titans. Long stretch pass. Nice reception by Owen Cosmeter. He takes a shot. Stop by Sclafini. Now Hoffer tried to go off the goaltender and in. That didn't work out. The Titans now up to 22 shots on goal and just one past Joey Sclafini.
That was a solid shot from the side of the net. Reminds me of the Kane game-winning goal in the Stanley Cup. But you heard post. It hit the post, but no serve again.
Back up to Will Fagan.
Go in.
Left point.
South has 22 shots on net. Viator has 14.
Yeah.
Something's got to go in eventually. Just keep shooting.
Cosmeter tries a wrap around, but Speck, nice play to prevent that one from needing to be saved.
Another
now
good shot.
Sibatroff, that looked close to offsides. They won't call it. Loftus behind the goal line. As now Will Fagan backhands it to Hoffer near side. Inside Titan territory. Blake Hoffer, nice move around Loftus. Hoffer, another nice move, getting around Hogan. He looks to center it for Vanderploeg, couldn't get it to him. And now it's covered up.
And Viator players putting sticks in the South players' helmets, antagonizing them.
Hard to tell if that was offside or not. A goal before the intermission would go a long way for GBS.
Long way.
Even though it's just one goal, being down 3 coming into the third feels a lot different than down 4. Feels a lot more attainable. Titans have scored 3 goals in a period several times this year. Nice play there by Pinto, getting in the way of that centering pass.
Great
and
diving
McCrulis.
stop.
Absolutely. You'd call a defensive defenseman hard at work.
You know, it really was just the first period. It seems like Viator was dominating, and it gave them a huge advantage. And otherwise, right now, it seems even play. It's just that first period.
I mean, Tommy, look at this second period. It's 1-1 in this period alone.
Yep.
So, look at this.
I'd say GBS is having a better period than Viator this period, but
shots on goal in this period, 14-6 in favor of the Titans.
nothing seems to be falling. This goalie is on point tonight.
Only time he's been beaten so far was on a 2-on-1. Mulvey up to Pinto. Pinto down to Mulvey. He'll take a shot. That one high of the net. Comes to the near side point. Pinto giving up to Stefan. He scored his first goal of the season earlier tonight. Stefan, number 66, leaves it for Ciccone. Save made by Preston. And the rebound in the near side corner. And it's poked away by Zach Boris. It's a 1-on-2 rush. He's got a couple guys behind him. Boris tries a shot. He wanted a rebound chance, but nobody was there to grab it. Now Kolpins grabs it at the blue line. It's down to 15 seconds in the period. Ciccone down to Kolpins again. And McCrulis takes it back for the Titans. Out to neutral ice. And that'll do it for the first 2 periods tonight. 5-1 the score in favor of St. Viator. And Tommy, if you're the head coach of GBS, what is your message in the locker room?
Play that period. Play the period you just played. Play it again. But keep taking those shots. I feel like they took a lot of shots that were just kind of pointless. A lot of those shots, they got like 15 shots. A lot of those were just, you know, flinging at the net. They weren't smart shots. When they had more opportunities, they could have passed around a little bit, maybe gotten a better angle, maybe passed it to someone who was open on the other side of the net. They were just kind of flinging at the net, hoping it goes in. I think take smarter shots the next period and keep the pressure on like they did this period. But I like the way they played. Just get better shots, get better opportunities, set it up better, kind of make a better motion in their zone.
Well, Asher Vanderploeg for the Titans, the most recent goal after St. Viator scored the first 5. The teams will go to the locker room, the Zamboni will cut the ice, and we will take a break here on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Third period coming up in about 10 minutes or so right here on YouTube. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Before the third period begins, we want to remind you that on Tuesday, before Thanksgiving and before the North-South game, we've got the GBS Hockey Alumni Charity Skate. Proceeds benefit the Marko Nikolic Foundation. And we'd love to see all of you Titan Hockey alumni suit up and lace up the skates for that one. It should be a fun night here at Glenview Ice Center. Varsity 2 plays at 6:40 p.m. and then the alumni game is at 9:30 p.m. Alongside Jason Weiss doing the scoreboard operation in the top left corner of your screen. And Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name's Dylan Ward, saying Tommy Maher is off at the bar grabbing a beer. So he'll be joining me shortly to begin this third period. The Titans trail 5-1. They were down 5-0, but they scored a goal from Asher Vanderploeg. He's got goals in 5 consecutive games now for the Titans. And we're back underway here in the third period. The Titans in blue and gold shoot from left to right on your screen. St. Viator in blue and white, going from right to left. This game is not over, and the goal by Asher Vanderploeg was significant because it sent the teams to the locker room, got a fresh sheet of ice, and it keeps the clock from running here to start this third period. So see what the Titans talked about in the locker room, and we'll see if they can come back. Owen Kosmeter down the left wing side. Tried to backhand that one up to the point. Knocked out of the zone, and Ryan Loftus and Connor Sivitrov have a 2-on-1. Loftus with the shot, looking for his 4th goal of the game. Couldn't get it by Preston. Now right in front, LeBoy, backhand pass, goes right to Kosmeter. Now Sivitrov. Fagan now up to Asher Vanderploeg. Tommy Maher, welcome back to the broadcast booth.
I am back.
Got a Miller Lite this time. I like the choice.
Shout out to Uncle Mike for buying it.
Oh, really?
That's right. He offered.
Oh,
Great deals here at the North Branch, here at the Ice Rink.
Yeah, it's one thing that the old Glenview Ice Center was missing. It's kind of funny. It's the only high school sport you can go grab a beer.
Is it really? The only one?
Well, think about it.
I
All
can't
the
think
other
of
ones
another.
are played on school campuses, so.
I can't think of another. That's a good point.
This, of course, is a public facility, Glenview Park District facility. The new Glenview Ice Center opened in 2020. This is the Titans' 6th season here since the old one was taken down.
I remember at the old rink, we would bang on the glass until it was almost falling off.
You can't do that here.
Yep.
I think that might have been part of the part of the
construction plan, part of the blueprint, as one might say.
There's Pinto back for the Titans. Pressure by Colpins. Now up to McCrulis. Teddy McCrulis sends it into the zone. Watch out, the St. Viator bench close to too many men on the ice. Viator bench is calling for that one to be blown dead for offside, but the referee does not bite.
In order to tie this game, GBS is going to need to have to score a goal every 3.5 minutes, about roughly. So,
all right, Tommy.
Something
Quick
needs to
math
happen
there.
there.
I don't hate your math at all there. I think you're exactly right.
The math doesn't lie.
Well, let's give ourselves some more time by getting a goal even sooner.
KW, welcome back to the chat.
Ian Sawyer. All right. Work your butts off in the next period.
Our butts
And I
are
count
off.
5 exclamation marks after that. So KW
I don't mind
is
your math
very
there,
serious
Dylan.
about that.
I don't
Yep.
mind.
Math is okay.
He's got a point to make.
Now this is Ethan Lee sending it in on Preston. He blockers that one up high.
What a save.
And these are the types of games where we can kind of mess around a little bit more with the big deficits. Obviously, this is far from over, and we'd like the Titans to get back in it, but as of right now, it's not looking good. Dylan Ward and Tommy Maher, my cousin is with me in the broadcast booth. Happy to have you. I have you on, Tommy, and Jimmy on from time to time. I think the next order of business is to have all three of us on the broadcast at once.
That would be lovely.
I have a third headset, so
We got to do it sometime. Jimmy, if you're listening.
we're going over to Jimmy's after this to watch the Hawks game. Maybe they'll have a better night than the Titans.
You can only hope.
Feel free to use that chat feature. We'll take a look at your chats as they come through. So we get down to 12:45 to go in the third. Stefan takes a shot. Stopped by Preston, allows a rebound. Preto couldn't get a follow-up shot. Preto below the goal line, being pressured by Will Fagan. St. Viator has stayed out of the penalty box tonight. The Titans yet to have a power play opportunity. Gone a long ways without a whistle as well. Hoffer, nice play to get that one out to Graham Vanderploeg. You know, my sister Emmy had a Halloween party at our house on Saturday night.
Were you there?
I was not, although Graham Vanderploeg was there, and apparently he was given a mission by the team to take a selfie with me.
Dylan is a local celebrity around here for his broadcasting skills. We also have some Glenbrook South Hockey alumni in here. Jack Shabillo.
Yep.
One of my best friends, Alex Shabillo's little brother, who is here watching his former team.
Cosmeter with a shot. Titans had a 3-on-2 there, but Owen Cosmeter never let the puck leave his stick. I mean, this is a very hyped-up matchup, Tommy. Number 1 versus number 2 in the state on today's Wednesday My Hockey Rankings release. And
most people probably turned it off after the first.
Yeah.
That first period is the only thing that made the whole difference.
Yeah.
That's how they came out. I had a feeling right when they came out they looked a little flat. I think I said it.
yeah, you did.
But I felt it before, but I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want to put it into existence. But you could just tell.
I believe we're now at about 4 minutes without a whistle. Thomas Preston still in net. Cosmeter gets around Hong. Popiel takes it back. Shots on goal in this period, 3-2 Lions.
Now they're coming down to about 2.5 minutes. They're going to need a goal every 2.5 minutes now.
All right.
Time is dwindling.
Penalty coming up against the Lions.
Okay.
Might be too many men on the ice, and the Titans are going to go to the power play for the first time this evening.
Now,
Interference actually is the call. Let's have another look.
this is the time for them to use this opportunity to get back in the game. If they don't, it's going to be a lot harder for them. This is their best chance to get back in the game and, reopen that door to a possible comeback. Like I said, I'm feeling a comeback.
Well, you know what, Tom? The Titans will take that penalty call against St. Viator. A little weaker hit, but the ref decides to send them to the box for the first time tonight as they lead by 4. Titans power play 16.7%. They scored a power play goal in their last game against New Trier Green, but they're facing a 90% penalty kill for St. Viator, second best in the SHL. Mulvey takes a shot, and the glove save is made by Sclafini. We never got a chance to look at this. This was the non-offside call by St. Viator, or against the Titans, I should say, that they wanted called. And yeah, that's probably offside.
Yep.
Pretty clearly, as a matter of fact. Lions will send this one all the way down. Blake Hoffer.
Seems as though the referees have plans and they just want the game to move along here.
They're thinking about the ham sandwich that's waiting for them in their fridge when they get home. Here comes Pepe LeBoy, shorthanded. A shot off with the backhand.
They've been waiting all day to have that ham sandwich.
McCrulis. Now Hoffer sends it deep. McCrulis gets it back. Luke Fagan gets it back up high.
right now.
Hoffer scored a power play goal last game. He'll try for another one. That gets blocked on its way and just kept in the zone by the Titans and now sent all the way down.
They've got about 1 minute to use this opportunity.
Titans have not allowed a goal since 15 seconds into the second period.
Wow.
And Thomas Preston has made 11 straight saves.
Can't be on all the time. You know, they had a rough start, and look where it got them. I mean, that just shows you got to be ready to play when you come out.
Nice move by Asher Vanderploeg. He lets one fly, and that's covered up by Sclafini, and now some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Goalie was looking for that one. He thought it might have leaked through his legs, but it did not.
We'll look at it again. Vanderploeg scored the lone Titan goal so far in this game. Looks like Jason Weiss has abandoned us. And it's just Gerard Boris down there. Oh, he's supposed to be doing the music, or looks like someone else is doing the music.
Jason Weiss said no more music.
He's out.
You have to earn that right.
All right, so 43 seconds to go in the power play. South trails 5-1. 8:52 to go in the third period.
They need a goal right now. Plain and simple.
Conversation being had at the St. Viator bench. John Sclafini, assistant head coach, had the head coach title for a little bit last season after Tim Benz stepped away from the team, at least behind the bench. Tim Benz not here tonight. So he's likely acting as interim head coach for this one. Tell you what, starting his son was a good decision. Blake Hoffer left point. Shoots.
Shout out to Missy Maher as well, out in the crowd. Uncle Mike's wife, actually. And then we also have Aunt Peggy Maher.
That would be
Julie
my mother.
Reed, and Jessie Maher. And Carolyn
They're all
Reed.
listening?
All listening. The Maher clan is on the call.
I'll tell you what, Tom, I wish I invited you to a more exciting game than this one. But
I'm feeling a comeback.
okay, yeah, you never know. They need a goal every 2 minutes now, right, Tommy? Does that check out?
And now every 2 minutes.
Yep. Power play is over now, by the way. The Titans 0 for 1. Pinto back in his own zone. It's on the brakes, goes across Will Fagan off his skates. And Stefan will turn around and fire it in. Megan Patterson asks, is there JV tonight? As a matter of fact, there is, right here on the South Hockey Network. It won't be me and Tommy bringing you the action, but you'll be able to watch that game right here on the South Hockey Network. As the Titans take a man down, that'll be a penalty against them. The ref that had a front row view of it didn't call it. The trailing official in neutral ice did.
That ref is thinking about his ham sandwich. He is not caring about what is going on in this ice at all.
He's more of a roast beef guy.
Is he, Mr. Floaties?
Yeah,
The
that'll...
one ref who did the splits has not blown his whistle since the first period. I think he might be in pain. He took a tumble in the first period that looked like it really hurt. He's been quiet ever since.
The Titans haven't put anyone in the penalty box. And now Will Fagan will be told to go to the box. It wasn't Will Fagan, though. It's Asher Vanderploeg. But Will Fagan will go. Interesting. Ref got that one wrong. And Vanderploeg...
Fagan gets singled out for some reason and sent to the penalty box.
Unless Vanderploeg got tossed. Fagan's just serving it. Jim Philbin, the Titans head coach, gets an explanation at the bench.
What did he do that caused him to be tossed?
See, is Asher Vanderploeg on that bench? I'm just giving it a quick... No, he's on the ice right now, so he was the one that committed the penalty, but he'll take the face-off as Will Fagan sits for him. All Titan penalty kills are sponsored by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. St. Viator has scored 2 of their 5 on the power play. LeBoy takes a one-time shot from the left circle. That one stopped by Preston. Now Civitrov. Down to LeBoy at the circle. He's got tons of space. Shoots, blocker save. Rebound off the post by Loftus as he was going for his 4th of the game.
And I believe that shot hit the top of his goalie stick. The grip side, not even the blocker.
Well, the goal cam should give us our best look at that. We'll look at both.
I believe it hit the top of his stick.
I think you're right, Tom. Let's go to that second highlight. Slow it down a little more.
These are the kind of
Watch
shots GBS needs to be taking. It seems like in the first 2 periods, they were just taking shots.
Look at that. Oh, wow. What a stop by Thomas Preston. And the follow-up hit the post. And a great pickup by you, Thomas Maher. LeBoy one-timer, fanned on his shot, and the Titans will clear it out. They have not started the clock here at Glenview Ice Center. It stays at 6:51. No one has pointed it out yet. And there it goes.
30 shots on net for South, 21 shots for St. Viator, yet a 5-1 score difference. You know, those kinds of nights just happen in this game. Not much you can do about it.
So St. Viator is going to get some extra time on the power play because that clock didn't stop. You see on your screen, Gerard Boris started the clock at the right time. But in the rink, it says 6:19, 6:18, 6:17. So there was about a 30-second difference.
Wow.
That they didn't start the clock. They'll probably drop it down.
Did they drop it down though?
No, they didn't. Still
Wow.
30 seconds off.
Interesting.
Tell you what, if the Titans tie this one up with less than 30 seconds left,
They
that'll
have
be
to score a
controversial.
goal every minute and a half. I am the math guy, and I'm here.
All right, Tommy, I look forward to continuing to hear when. Now the power play should be over here. Titans still shorthanded because they didn't start the clock on time.
Big mistake.
20 seconds left on the clock for the penalty against Fagan. Here's a shot. That one sizzles wide. Now to Pinto, right point. Gets it low for Speck. And now Will Fagan prepares to exit the box. Here's a shot on Preston. That's stopped. And Fagan's out of the box, and we are back to 5-on-5. Clock in the rink says 5:10.
Fagan, who was innocent, got put in the box,
Yeah.
and now he's a free man. Okay. That pass was just...
Hoffer knocked off his stick by Stefan. Boy, Mason Stefan had a good night tonight. Number 66 in white, scored his first goal of the season. He's made some great plays as well. Graham Vanderplug, who was not able to get a picture with me. Taken back by the Lions.
You said no?
I wasn't there. You think I was going to be there for that, Tom?
I would have driven home.
Bunch of 15-year-olds
Yeah, not the best
drinking,
scenario.
water at my house.
Right.
What a move here by Prado. Takes a shot on Preston, and he makes the save, drawing oohs and ahs from the St. Viator faithful. They're watching their team put up an impressive score tonight. Here's that move again. Broke Will Fagan's ankles.
But doesn't matter because he didn't score. You know, Viator has the plastic masks on their helmet,
Yes.
while GBS has the metal cages. Interesting.
So they didn't get the clock right, as they did take off some time, or no, they didn't take off any time on the real clock. So we'll adjust the clock on our screen to match the one in the rink. Titans will take it. They get some extra time to try and come back. Here's Ventura with a shot. No one knew where it was. Can't clear it out. Pinto goes over to Mulvey, right point. Preston now Ventura. Up to Mulvey, right point. Lets one go. Stop by Sclafani. Boy, is he having a night, Tom. That was save number 30.
So, explain this to me. After this game, would Viator be the #1 seed, for those who don't know? Or would they?
So the state rankings come out every Wednesday. So they came out today. It's the #1 and #2 team.
And was GBS #1 last week?
They were not. They were #3.
Wow, okay.
St. Viator was #1 last week. You got to think, Tom, beating GBS, and especially by this score, is going to put them back on top. It is a computer that decides it based on strength of schedule and goal differential, but my hockey rankings, the official, actually, Sam Schwartz is hearing me, that might be a problem. Non-official state rankings, but mainstream. Here's Vanderplug with a shot. That one stopped by Sclafani. Save number 31.
A big stick save there. Hit the top of his stick, too. So, when they got ranked #1 yet last week, how many games in between did they win to get ranked #1?
GBS?
Yes.
2 games. 3-0 over St. Ignatius and 3-1 over New Trier.
And
Those are 2 of the best teams in the state.
Did Viator lose one, or they?
Yeah, Viator lost to the York Dukes.
Okay.
4-2, who are emerging as a really good team this year. Just 1 regulation loss for them so far. Tutai trying to bank it in off the side of the net. Wouldn't go. But you know what? None of that really matters. It just matters at the end.
Right.
The rankings week to week. Just
interchangeable.
for, yeah, right.
Who was the #3?
New Trier.
Figured. Okay.
And they're usually #1. Loyola's #4 right now. York is #5. GBN is the lowest they've been in a long time. They're #10. Currently winning, though, just down the street at Northbrook Sports Center, 7-3 over the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. Carmel Catholic's having a rough year, though. They've lost almost every game by like 7 or 8.
Wow, big hit.
Big hit indeed, right by the Viator bench as Popule sends Luke Fagan down, and that'll put the Titans on the man advantage once again. Right off the faceoff.
That penalty might have come from even after he hit him, he put the stick in his face. A little bit of taunting, which is totally uncalled for. They've been doing that a couple times. I've seen that tonight.
So the Titans will close this game off on a power play. Tom, how many goals? Or what do they need a goal in every, how much time
30
now?
seconds.
30 seconds, okay.
Which probably will happen.
Although here's Ciccone shorthanded. 2-on-1 with Newhouse. Ciccone hits the post with the shot, and it stays out.
Yep, comes down to that first period. Otherwise, it's a 1-1 game.
4-0 was the score after 17 minutes of play. St. Viator scored 15 seconds into the second period.
Wow.
A man's taken down there. That'll be a penalty against Luke Fagan. And Will Fagan now a big collision in neutral ice. And these boys are starting to really go at it. Here's the first one that drew the initial penalty. And then here was the rebuttal. So right after that first one, Ciccone hits Will Fagan, light cross check, and then boom, Jiang Hong getting in the face of Will Fagan. And if you're the referees, 107 seconds left in this game, you almost just want to call everything now just to make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah.
Because you don't want, in a game like this that's pretty much over, you don't want there to be any injuries.
This is where things break out. People
suspensions,
get, let out aggression.
And there you go. Will Fagan will be sent to the locker room early. So kind of just not a true ejection necessarily, but just kind of a let's just get you back in the locker room. This game's over type of thing. Looks like we've got a selfie with Uncle Mike. The two captains, both wearing number 14, Ryan Mulvey and Ryan Loftus. Standing at the referee's semicircle.
And now a professional photo from Uncle Mike. Shout out to Uncle Mike for coming out to the game.
Yes. Again,
Buy
Tom,
me a beer?
I'll have to, yeah, that's right. He offered me one, but not on the job.
Not on the job.
You're not getting paid, Tom, so you can do whatever you want.
This is a side gig.
Looks like we got a 6-7 from KW. Okay. Tommy, what are your thoughts on 6-7?
6'7".
got a
When I
6'7".
showed up here, I
Yeah,
came up here and some young guy looks me in the eyes and starts doing it. And I tried to not have look him in the eyes, but I had to, and then he walked away. Eventually, I gave him a little laugh. But I don't get it. I don't understand why it's a big thing at all.
So Will Fagan, by the way, gets a 5-minute penalty. Let's watch it again. Number 76, right here.
Isn't that high sticking?
I mean, if that's a 5-minute penalty,
5 minutes?
how is
It's only 2 minutes.
Hong's not? Number 56 in white, coming on your screen in just a moment, right here. Pardon me, 58. That's not Hong. That's actually, or no, that is Hong.
I think these refs went to St. Ryder.
So they're all loading in here on our game sheet. So Adam Popiel gets 2 minutes for roughing. Will Fagan gets a game misconduct, or pardon me, a charging penalty, 5 minutes. And St. Viator will also get a charging penalty for 5 minutes. So that'll be against Hong.
What is the point of that? I mean, just give him the 2 minutes because there's not even enough time
Because
for the stats.
for the stats, yeah, and if you get a certain number of minutes in a game, you get suspended for a game, but I don't think anyone's reached that
So
number yet.
If someone gets 5 minutes and there's 2 minutes left, do those 3 minutes still count?
Yeah, they do. Also, the difference between a 5-minute penalty and a 2-minute is that if you're on a power play for 2 minutes and you score, the guy's let out of the box. But when you're in there for 5 minutes,
He's not.
you can score as unlimited times, and he stays in the box for the full 5.
Okay. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter.
So it'll be 4-on-3, it looks like, as they continue to work things out. So, got dinner plans this weekend, Tommy?
Dinner plans?
Ham sandwich?
No, turkey. I'm not a ham guy.
You know what? Me either.
Yeah, not good.
You know, it's fine, but it's like there's so many other things you can go to.
Yeah, right. I'd rather eat turkey. Ham seems a little sketchy.
Let us know in the
actually-
chat, what's your favorite sandwich meat?
Today I was very desperate for food at work, and I almost went to the Walgreens and got some sushi. And then I took a good look at it and thought about where my life got to. And I thought, am I really going to buy Walgreens sushi right now?
Here, Uncle Mike, come on the broadcast while we wait around.
Hello, hockey fans. How many we got listening there, Tommy?
Ooh, Uncle Mike sounds professional. How do you check the listeners?
It's getting a little chippy here late in the third. Couple of charging penalties at each other, right?
Yeah, very chippy. These guys are just letting it all out. One guy's got a final tomorrow. He's pissed.
All right, this was quite a delay here to sort all these misconducts out.
1 minute and 47 seconds left. Seems like this should go.
All right, looks like we're ready to drop the puck. And it'll be a power play for St. Viator. What's that, Tom?
So Uncle Mike has a good voice for radio.
Nobody has let us know their favorite sandwich meat yet. Just a 6-7 from KW.
Anyone
So
like
it's
salami?
4-on-3 power play for the Titans. Mendoza lets one fly. Stefan gets a stick in the way. Another good play by number 66, White. Do the Titans have one more in them tonight?
Does it matter?
I took over 6.5.
There's a
Vanderplug will take the face off.
And we got the disco ball in here for Friday night.
Yes, we do.
See? Used to be a great time back when we were younger.
1:10 to go in the third. Here's Blake Hoffer. Please stay tuned for the JV game, as we'll get the dads on the mic for that one. Here's a shot by Hoffer. They'll be playing the St. Viator Lions right here at Glenview Ice Center just after the conclusion of this one. You'll catch that on the South Hockey Network.
I'm feeling a comeback.
All right, they need a goal every 10 seconds. Cosmeter leaves it. Hoffer.
Pass it right there.
Vanderplug with a shot. Sclafini makes the save. Now Ryan Mulvey back up high. Hoffer, delayed penalty against St. Viator. So make it a 5-on-3 here with the goalie pulled. Hoffer with a shot. Doesn't go in. It looked like it did.
Went in, yeah.
Ryan Mulvey now with a shot blocked by Pacala. St. Viator playing till the final horn. Hoffer with a shot blocked by Koenig. And now finally they'll stop play. Let's take a look at that one, Tom.
That had to hurt. He put his body on the line to block that. And he is hurt. You could tell him skating to the ice or the bench.
It's played by Nick
his
Koenig.
Players commend him for that move.
That did look like it went in. The goal cam will be the smoking gun. Nope. Wow. Good call by the official.
Really looked like it went in, though.
Pacala goes to the box. I've lost track of what the call was at this point.
Yeah, I was wondering what the call was.
It's not loading in game sheet just yet. So one more face-off. See if the Titans can squeak one more goal out of this game. It stays 4-on-3. Can't go lower than 3. DePinto closes his hand on the puck. Up to Vanderplug. 3 seconds left, and the whistle goes, and the clock doesn't stop, and the game is over. St. Viator comes into Glenview Ice Center and, quite frankly, destroys Glenbrook South here in a game that the Titans had 8 more shots than the Lions.
Yep, to put it lightly. Unfortunate game for GBS, but long way to go. Nothing to hold on to for too long. Short-term memory of a goldfish, move on to the next one.
So the Titans will head to Cleveland tomorrow and play in a tournament. I will not be making the trip with the team, unfortunately, but you'll have the vocal stylings of the dads for that one. So we'll see how the Titans do in Cleveland as a busy November ramps up. As for the next SHL game, that'll be a week from tonight, back here at Glenview Ice Center against the Lake Forest Scouts. First game of the Cleveland tourney is on Friday at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 12:20 p.m. here in the Chicagoland area. As some of the guys shake hands with one another. And
shout out Uncle John for listening. Jimmy, Mickey's definitely not listening, but shout out to him. Shout out to Katie Maher, my sister. Yeah.
Tommy, shout out to you for coming up on the broadcast here. It's a major pleasure to have you on, and it's always a lot of fun. The Titans are now officially 0-3 when you join me on the South Hockey Network all-time.
This might be my last game.
That's what you said in the broadcast last time, but here you are again. But
if you ask, I come.
We got to get you and Jimmy on here, the 3 Cuzzateers on the broadcast all together. But in spite of the outcome, I had a lot of fun calling the game with you.
I agree. That was a great time. Thank you for having me, man.
Of course. So that'll do it for our broadcast. Jason Weiss on scoreboard, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. That's Tommy Maher. I'm Dylan Ward. One more time, the final score. St. Viator 5, Glenbrook South 1. We'll see you right here on the South Hockey Network for the next varsity game at 12:20 p.m. Central Time as they go to Cleveland for a tournament. And don't forget, the JV game is starting in about 10 minutes. You'll find that right here on the South Hockey Network. Till next time, have a great weekend, and good luck to the team in Cleveland. I'll be watching the games from home.